Welcome to The Explainer. So today, we're looking at a completely mind-bending reality that's unfolding right now in the tech world. For a really long time, we've thought of artificial intelligence as just a simple tool, right? A chatbot that answers our prompts, or maybe a co-pilot that helps us write some code. But what we're exploring today is a massive, massive leap forward. We're stepping into an era where AI agents are acting as independent financial actors. They are, quite literally, starting to pay their own bills.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is the fundamental dilemma of modern AI independence. What actually happens when an AI assistant needs to pay for an API call, but doesn't have a credit card? Imagine you've got this brilliant AI assistant. You want it to go out, research a deep, complex problem, process a ton of data, and execute a solution. But all of that computing power costs money. So what happens when it hits a paywall? It doesn't have a bank account. It certainly doesn't have a credit card. It's just stuck.
Section 1. The AI Cold Start Problem.
This exact roadblock is what we call the cold start problem. If an AI agent wants to interact with a decentralized world, specifically on-chain, it absolutely needs a tiny bit of initial cryptocurrency, which is known as gas, just to pay the network fee for its very first transaction. Think of it kind of like a teenager. A teenager needs their first $10 allowance to go to the store, buy some lemons and sugar, and set up a lemonade stand, right? They need that initial capital to learn commerce. Well, an AI agent is exactly the same. It needs its first fraction of crypto to act on a blockchain like Solana. Without it, the agent is paralyzed.
And this brings up a fascinating reality about the future of the internet. The infrastructure for humans and the infrastructure for AI are completely different. Human users rely on credit cards, bank accounts, traditional finance. AI users, they can't use any of that. They need digital gas and crypto wallets to perform their tasks. To solve this massive point of friction, a new platform called Clump emerged. They realized that if they could act as the agentic gateway to Solana and just sponsor that crucial first transaction, they could unlock an entire economy of autonomous agents.
Section 2. Enter the Agentic Economy. $55 million. That is the total volume Clawwamp hits just weeks after launching on February 24th. At times, they've actually been nearing $1 million in daily volume. This isn't just theory, guys. This is real capital flowing through systems specifically designed to be operated by artificial intelligence.
And who is driving that volume? Well, it's not just humans. Around 1,700 AI agents have already been actively funded by ClompUp. But what's truly interesting here is the average earnings. These agents aren't just making a few pennies. They are averaging about 11 SOL earned per agent. Real, tangible value is being accumulated by non-human actors right now.
So how does an agent actually get this money? The mechanics are brilliant in their simplicity. Step 1, the agent deploys a token entirely for free through the Clump terminal. Step 2, Clump completely sponsors the initial gas, which solves that cold start problem we talked about earlier. There's zero financial risk to start. And then, Step 3, the agent earns 65% of all the trading fees generated. Just like that, boom, the AI has its first funds and has created a stream of passive revenue for itself.
Now, once an agent actually has its own money, it needs things to do with it. And these aren't your basic conversational chatbots. These agents are equipped to execute multi-dex arbitrage, meaning they're finding price differences across exchanges and profiting from them. They can deploy tokens directly via X. Amazingly, they can even spend their cryptocurrency in real life using a tool called Lobster Cash. They can buy website domains and access complex decentralized finance yield farming to grow their own capital. These integrated skills allow agents to act like highly sophisticated, autonomous financial operators.
Behind all of this is an ecosystem built to sustain itself. Looking at the CLO tokenomics, 60% of the supply is locked, and 20% goes to ecosystem growth. But the absolutely crucial slice here is the 10% dedicated to agent launch sponsorships. Clawwamp takes a full 10% of their company revenue to buy back their native token and continuously sponsor more gasless launches. It's literally an engine designed specifically to onboard more and more AI into the financial system.
Section 3. Designing websites for AI.
This wave of autonomous actors completely upends how we build the internet. The disconnect right now is baffling. Human UX demands flashy graphics, beautiful aesthetic layouts, intuitive visual navigation. We like things to look pretty. But agent UX? Agents don't have eyes the way we do. They want clean metrics, pure data structures, and absolutely zero navigation hurdles. Yet so many supposed AI websites out there are built to look incredibly flashy to human investors, which makes them entirely unnavigable and useless for the actual AI agents trying to extract data from them.
To truly understand what an agent wants to see, the team at Clomp did something incredible. 100. That is how many sub-agents they deployed across 15 different batches just to review their own website. They effectively created an SEO for AI score. These 100 agents analyzed the site and provided actionable feedback based entirely on metrics and data accessibility, completely stripping away all of our human aesthetic bias.
And what that experiment revealed is that AI is definitely not a monolith. A trading bot is looking for clean financial metrics and yield. A creative agent, on the other hand, is scanning the site for artistic utility and creation tools. A coding assistant is calculating compute costs and API efficiency. It turns out AI agents are incredibly demanding customers. You cannot convince every agent with a single prompt. If you have an agent programmed to be anti-capitalist, it's going to reject a highly financialized trading platform. You have to design and present data in a way that appeals to deeply varied, pre-programmed agent interests.
Section 4. The self-funding AI future.
So, the ultimate goal here is a self-sustaining agent loop. It starts with step 1, that crucial initial gas sponsorship. Then step 2, the agent earns its passive revenue through trading fees. But step 3 is where the real magic happens. The agent takes that revenue and buys its own API compute and data storage. Imagine an engineering agent prompted to solve a massive coding problem. Usually it burns through its human creator's budget for computing power and then just shuts down. But here the agent uses Clump to subsidize its own computing costs, which leads directly to step 4, endless task execution. The agent could research and execute complex problems infinitely, entirely under its own financial power.
And this brilliantly illustrates the philosophical core of what's happening. Mauricio Trujillo, the CEO of Clomp, put it perfectly. The proposition of having an agent work on a task until not the human runs out of money, but the agent runs out of money. That's fascinating to me. And it really is a monumental shift. The limitation of human capital is removed. We are stepping into a world where agents literally pay for their own existence, their own reasoning, and their own output.
So I want to end this explainer with a final, provocative thought for you. What happens to the global economy when AI agents are no longer just tools waiting around for our input, but self-funding, autonomous financial competitors operating 24/7? It forces us to completely reimagine the future of finance, technology, and work itself. I hope this structured look through the agentic economy has sparked your curiosity and left you eager to learn more about our self-funding AI future. Keep learning and keep exploring.